Hey everybody, I'm here to do my weekly wrap up and my Friday reads. It's going to be November 6th. I'm filming this a day early. So last week, my son and we finished reading this, A Treasury of Spooky Stories. Some of them were above his head. Some of them he liked. Overall, I think I gave it a 3. Yeah. Then Halloween night, I had to read this to my kids. If you don't know, my daughter's 13 and my son is 9. So, yeah, it's Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Then we just finished this last night, and it's The Ghost Next Door by R.L. Stine. My son is still on his Goosebumps kick. I think I gave this a 3 or a 4 on Goodreads. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's about a girl who is living beside what she thinks is an empty house. And a boy comes out of it. And she wonders how he and his family moved in without her and her family knowing about it. They get into some hijinks. That's about all I'm going to say. It was okay. I mean, it's middle grade. I've read some better middle grades, but it's middle grade. Then I don't know which one he's going to choose, but currently he's decided that some of them. Sorry, my cat's making noise. You can see her. And the other one's here. Currently, he wants to read some by himself. So I'm sorry. I'm going to be reading some alongside him, and then I'm going to sort of maybe do little questions on how well he retains the story. And it's going to help him with school as well. If you didn't know, my son is autistic. So he's very smart. He's on the he's considered Asperger's, but they've taken away classifications for autism now. But he's very smart. He's just socially has issues. So I figured that if I give him some questions and read a book alongside him without reading to him, it'll help him at school as well. So right now it's Let's Get Invisible by R.L. Stine. And I've only gotten a little bit in so far because I just started it. And it's about a boy who has a birthday party and goes upstairs and discovers a secret room in his attic. That's as far as I've got. I don't know if he's going to finish that one, but the one that we're going to read together could be one of these 3. I don't know which one he's going to pick. And that's A Shocker on Shock Street, R.L. Stine. Or it could be Why I Quit Zombie School by R.L. Stine. Or it could be book 2 of the 39 Clues. And this one is One False Note, and it's by Gordon Corman. I don't know what any of these are. I don't tend to read a whole bunch of the synopsis. This is just a continuation where 2 kids get clues to go find a major treasure that their grandmother has left to the family after she dies. And only one family can find the clues. Only one team can receive the major treasure after they find all the clues. So this week, I finished, and so far this is my favorite book of the year. And I really have to own it. And it's Nosferatu by Joe Hill. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. It's they go back and they don't go in and out of different time, but it starts off with Victoria when she's younger, and it's she can find things. She goes through this bridge on her bike, and she just pretty much puts in her head what she needs to find, and the bridge will take her there. Then she meets up with Charlie Manx, who takes kids and brings them to Christmasland. His rationale is that their parents will hurt them eventually, so he needs to take them to keep them safe. But the book is so much more than that. I didn't love how it ended, but I mean, I'm a sucker for good endings, and Joe Hill and Stephen King are not known for their good endings. But yeah, it's excellent read. I loved it. Currently, I am reading the one Goosebumps book that I've already showed. And then I started The Things She Says by Kat Cantrell. And yes, it's a romance. I love my romance. I have 300 of these to read that my mom has given me. And I'm not going to apologize because I like romance. I'm happily married. I'm not one of those bored housewives. No. Oh, you would too. Okay. 4. Come on, lay down. Thank you. Like I was saying, I'm not one of those bored housewives that need romance just to get a kick. I don't read them all the time, or well, I do. But these are I call them brain candy. So when I have heavy books like Nosferatu or heavily emotional books, I need something light and fluffy to read. I don't care the story. I just need light and fluffy. And that's my 2 cents on that. For the booktuber reading buddies, I'm reading The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham. And I was going to tell my husband about this one. And I thought, no, he's not going to like it. And sure enough, he's seen me reading it. And he said, oh, is that the book that blah, 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 blah. And he rhymes off a whole bunch of stuff. Like, hun? No spoilers, please. Because he had seen the movie. And so I said, well, I wasn't going to tell you about it. And he said, well, maybe I'll pick it up. So, after those 3, because those will be quick reads for me, although The Day of the Triffids is kind of dry, I might pick up, I'll probably pick up Meddling with a Millionaire by, Cat Shield. Another fluffy romance. Then I've been dying to pick this one up, so I might pick up Fangirl. But that could change. I never really go with what I say, like I usually do. But if I'm in the mood for another fluffy romance, I'll read another fluffy romance. I'm not putting any pressure on myself. I never do. If I'm not in the mood to read this week, then I won't be reading it. I'll read it next week. If it comes due at the library and I have to bring it back, I'll just renew it. Simple as that. It's going to be there again. So that is my weekly wrap-up and my Friday reads. I know it's a little bit off this week, and the cats have decided to join in and disturb it, but that's okay. So I hope everybody has an awesome week. Let me know what you're reading this week, and see you in the next video. Bye!